everybody, this is Miss Megan. This is another edition of our online Tiny Tots. This week is Fantastic Fish, a couple of my favorite fish stories. The first one is The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark by Ken Geist, and it's illustrated by Julia Gorton, and it is published by Scholastic Inc. Once upon a time, there lived a mama fish and her three little fish, Jim, Tim, and Kim. It is now time, said the mama, for each of you to make a home in the deep blue sea. So off they went. The first little fish, named Jim, swam away and met a seahorse playing in some seaweed. Can I have some of the seaweed so I can build a house? Take as much as you can carry, said the seahorse. Jim gathered the seaweed and made a weedy little house. Jim had just finished building his seaweed house when he heard the big bad shark knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in. And the little fish trembled and replied, not by the skin on my finny fin. Then I'll munch, and I'll crunch, and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched, and he crunched, and he ate up every bit of the seaweed house. And Jim swam away just in time. Jim soon found his brother Tim. Don't worry, Jim. We fish stick together. You can help me build a sandy little house. We're going to make a sandcastle house. Jim and Tim had just started to relax in the sandy little house when the big bad shark came knocking at the door. What did he say? Little fish, let me come in. To which the brave little fish replied, not by the skin on my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and he crunched until he got a sandy mouthful and the house crumbled. And Jim and Tim swam and swam until they reached their sister Kim. Kim was getting set up her house in an old wooden ship. The big bad shark destroyed our houses. Don't you worry, you can live with me, said Kim. And they did. The three little fish had just finished lunch when they heard the big bad shark knocking at their door. Little fish, let me come in. To which the smart fish replied, not by the skin on our finny fin. Then I'll munch, and I'll crunch, and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. And the big bad shark munched and he crunched, but he could not smash the house in, and all of his teeth fell out. He tried to munch and crunch that big wooden ship. And the three little fish were safe at last. And the shark had to eat seaweed because he had no more teeth. And that's the end of the three little fish and the big bad shark, which is just like the three little pigs. Kind of fun, right? Good job listening. That's one of our favorite ones, right? The not by the skin on our finny fins. Now is a fun one for an indoor adventure called Rub-a-Dub-Sub by Linda Ashman, illustrated by Jeff Mack. And it is published by Harcourt Inc. I love the illustrations in this one. Sinking in my submarine, my sub-glub-glub-marine. Diving with a silky seal, darting by a dancing eel. peering through a kelpy haze at rainbow fish and manta rays. Waving to a whiskered shrimp floating by a blowfish blimp. Look at how big that fish is. In the darkness, something pink sub is sprayed with murky ink. You see the tentacles? Skimming over sneaky dabs, hiding from the horseshoe crabs. Right there. Zipping past a lobster claw, missed a marlin's pointy jaw. You see his pointy nose? Gliding through the wavy grass, glimpse a busy cleaner wrasse. That little guy right there, cleaning that fish's teeth. Dropping deeper in the dark, meet a sleek and speedy, guess what? Shark! That's a big guy, huh? So they're gonna run away in their sub. So long, wrasse, goodbye, grass. Clip the claw, flee the jaw. So they're going back by everything they saw. Tap the crabs, dodge the dabs, clear the ink, pass that pink. There's that octopus again. Brush the blimp, bump the shrimp, race the rays, hit the haze, pardon eel, sorry seal. Rising quickly in my sub to the safety of my tub. So it was really pretend he was in his bathtub all along. So it wasn't a submarine, it was his imagination. I love that surprise ending. That was Rub-a-Dub Sub. Those were our 2 fish stories for this week that I enjoy reading with you. Make sure that you stand up and do the hokey pokey with the attached video at the end. I miss you guys so much. I can't wait till we see each other in person. Bye.